Okay, I am making a wine bottle. I'm going to start out just covering it with some just plain white chalk paint. I've cleaned it up good first with alcohol. You can use eyeglass white cleaning wipes also. They work real well, but just get it really clean. I'm going to start with just doing the bottom. You don't need a real heavy coat. And I think I'll actually do one of the sides here. So like I said, this is just white chalk paint. You don't need a super heavy covering. I've already taken off the paper, but this one has, it's actually molded on there, fused on there, I guess you'd say. Can even go up into here, I guess. I'll go all the way up. And I'll do one more coat on this, see how well it covers. I'm wondering if that might show through, but we'll see. Okay, another coat. I think that's pretty good. I'll probably need to touch up the bottom edges a little bit, but whoopsie, I went over it and it starts coming off. Don't do that. Leave it alone. So this is all dry. I'm going to use a napkin here, sunflower napkin. When you do your napkin, cut it to the size you want it. And actually, when you get the napkin, it comes in 2 to 3 sheets. You just carefully peel the top one off, and then you have just this one layer, which is what you want. Now, I started this a moment ago, and I ended up messing it up. I got it a little too off center, tried to pull it up, which didn't work. So, part of this bottle has some parts that are pulled up of the paint, but it's all right. I'm just going to go over it again. Make sure you're very generous with your Mod Podge, because otherwise it won't move around. So I'm going to start with just a nice thick layer here just to get this started. And I'm going to have some twine around this when it's done, so the uneven edges and such will not appear. So do it really thick. I did not do it so thick last time, and I was not careful when I wound it around, so I did not end up even. Well, thus I had to start over. Live and learn. Even after doing them a while, I still mess up. So that's about right. It can overlap a little bit, so you can just do the Mod Podge right over the top. It looks as if I might have ripped that a tad bit. Try and fix it there. So I just like to put a light layer over the top when I've finished. And that'll dry real nice and adhere real well. Okay, so there it is. It will dry, and we will continue with the next step. Okay, so this is pretty much dry. So I've got some twine here that I'm going to wrap around. You can hot glue it or glue it. I'm going to glue it, and I'll just pick it up here so I can. It's a little wet at the bottom because I didn't wait till it's completely dry. All right, now I'm going to do the top, or excuse me, the bottom. let this dry, and then I will continue on with the next part. We're going to put some words on it. Okay, next day, everything's dry. I have printed my saying backwards on just a piece of paper with my printer. I'm going to take my Mod Podge. This is the matte finish. And I'm going to just lightly cover this. Make sure you cover all the words and the letters. Just a little bit more. Oop. Hold on. Okay. Not heavy, just so that it's covered. Okay, now you do want to get this on really straight. There is no redo on it, so okay, that seems to be pretty good. Now you'll want to rub it down really well. Get all of the wrinkles out and just really rub it well. So there it is. It's on there really well. We're going to let this sit for 24 hours, overnight at least, so that it is good and dry. You want everything to be dry. And then we will work on getting this off. So, until tomorrow. Okay. Got our next one, our little sunflower one. Get this wet. And start rubbing. You can see it just kind of rub off. You don't want to rub too hard on the letters, like I've said before, but enough to get the paper off. Takes a bit of patience to get through it all. It's kind of a slow process, but when it's done, it looks really nice. I think that looks like we got it. We'll clean it up a little more, but there it is. You can see it. I put a little cork on here, Mod Podge some sunflower around it, and there it is.